Hey guys, welcome yet again to another Showdown theme team. I'm Mr. Luke. In today's one, we got a little bit of a special going on here. This is going to be more of a Halloween-y type of team, and I actually don't really know how to really exactly say this without, well, make this a little bit more obvious. So, for this one, it's because it's getting Halloween soon, which pretty sure it's going to be tomorrow, I think. I think that's one of the days. Or maybe, like, I think it's going to be on, technically it should be, I think this one should be on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, actually, because that's usually where it's, where it usually starts. So, anyways, but yeah, for this one, this one is going to be an interesting team because I was going to think about some sort of cool strategy using any of the more Halloween-y type of Pokemon, and I was going to try to use some of the mons that are not available in this in Scarlet and Violet. But it wasn't really that much fun because I was gonna try use some of the old mons, but it just, I mean, they were not really that much interested anyways, because there was only one mon I was gonna actually try use for the team, and that was Gorgeist, and using one of its cool signature move, Trick or Treat. But that strategy didn't work out, and we decided to try something a little bit more based around of the mon itself. So we got a first battle here, and we got a Kyogre versus my Gengar, or In the Shadow. So I will give you more detail for each one after at the end of the battle. So check that one afterwards. So yeah. Anyway, so we got my so we got a Kyogre swapping in who got immune, which tells me that's definitely he's doing Zoroark, which right off the bat, straight off the bat, just wants to just annoy me. And we got a Koraidon here, and the next one comes in, which I gladly went for a Thunder Wave, but this thing wasn't that great anyway. So now that one actually was a prank, and not a Stall King set, not the actual Stall King or Stall King. It actually was a base around of a pun there, but I never got to use it fully, so I'm not gonna kill that one yet. But the next one comes in the Crows, which, well, technically there would normally be bats outside, but we're moving on to the crows for a bit, for a change pace. And this crow, or Murkrow, was a really, really annoying set, but it was still fun to try it out. So this one was a mean look, mud slap, spite, and a rest set, I'm pretty sure. So pretty much you pretty much do is mud slap the opponent, get us a couple accuracy, then mean look them, get them stuck in there, and then pretty much spike them as much as you possibly can to withstand all those magical hits. So it's a really annoying mon, but really can't do anything about it. Now, if it were choice items, that would be even better because that will automatically make them like go to struggle. So I'm glad to at least try something unique for each one mon. So I try to go for something more creativity for each one, so I don't have to use like the same set over and over and over again. So yeah, so that's gonna go down from a recall, and next one comes in the Nightmare, and this one is obviously Darkrai. Now next one comes in is Charizard, and I was gonna go for the Swords Dance. Now this is a sweeping Darkrai, and this one is a knockoff Drain Punch, Poison Jab, Max Attack, Max Speed set, with, I think, Lumberry is the item, and don't think anything else. I think that's what. No, this one is a Citrus Bear set. So originally I used to have. Actually, this one is a little bit different since the first two. This actually has a little different set since some of my mons actually changed items during the battles. I think, especially for Nightmare, the Darkrai used to have a Citrus Berry, but I changed it up with the Lumberry in case there's any status condition mons, which I had to face a little bit of often during the during the fights, because yeah, there wasn't that much fun there to withstand so many spammers. So yeah, so anyways, Zoroark is gonna come in here, and I'm gonna go for the Ancient Power, break that skies, and next one comes in Arcanine, which is gonna get absolutely demolished with an Earthquake, and bye bye Arcanine Hisuian. Now next one comes in is the mighty Koraidon, and it's gonna go for a random move, which I have no idea what it's gonna use, and it's gonna actually not use anything because it's gonna get paralyzed on this turn, and because I'm poisoned, I'm sadly gonna go down from whatever the moves goes in the next after this Koraidon goes down. So I went for Nature Power, trying to get a boost, and sadly failed. And next one comes in is another Kyogre, or it could be a Hisuian, Zoroark. So I went for a body slam, trying to get a like a paralyzed, but it was a Zoroark again. So I stayed in, and pretty much gonna go down from whatever the move goes into. And next one comes in the Helldog, and I kind of predicted a Flamethrower or something like that, which I kind of expected that, but you know, it's a little bit strange to use a Flamethrower against a fire type mon. But either way, it's probably gonna go down for whatever the move goes in. So I decided I want to go for the beat up, and actually meant to have Houndoom go first technically, but it is what it is. And last but not least is actually gonna be Kyogre, and I kind of expected an Ice Beam coming in, so I just have to pray that my beat up is gonna flinch one turn, which turn one I flinch. No, did not happen. So it's gonna go down from my Ice Beam, and that is gonna go down. But a really close battle there, but sadly I wish the competitive mons wasn't that much annoying to handle, but still fun to try it out, and hope you enjoyed that first battle here. So let's jump into the second battle here, and this one contained a bit of assault as well, it looks like it, or at least one of the few ones, and hope you enjoy this one. Now we got a Ambipom and a full team of Slacking coming in. So as soon as I see the Ambipom, I knew immediately what it's going to be. So it's going to be probably a Technician, or not Technician, a Skilling beat up set, which often people run anyways. Now I was going to actually try using my own beat up strategy, but it failed, and it's going to go fortunately down from one of those hits. So next one comes in is my man Sableye, which was going to go for its own King's Rock set. But sad, it's going to fail, and it's going to go down from another beat up. So I have to get rid of this Ambipom before it's going to get swept by it. So I swapped it to Murkrow, and this is the only way I can get rid of this one. So I went for a Spite, tried to, you know, remove most of its power points on this Ambipom, and also have Prankster, which gladly I have Prankster, because if I don't, well, this battle would have ended pretty differently. So gladly I did that. Now they're gonna go for the Brick Break, and I'm pretty sure they did that just so I don't have to get, so just in case you know, in case they don't want to get the beat up spam run out. So I mean, that's pretty clever to at least have something else on it, but I still have to get rid of this Ambipom before it's gonna wreck my team. So they pretty much gonna try sweep me with Ambipom only. So that was the point. I was like, you know what? If they're gonna sweep me, let's try and do that again with them. So I swapped into my Gengar, and I could hopefully get the Cursed Body activation, and I managed to get the Cursed Body activation. And now I'm gonna swap into Nightmare, the Darkrai, and pretty much see if I can get my hands of a little bit of a sweep here. So I went for a Drain Punch on this during the turn in case they're gonna swap it out. And now because of I predicted the Brick Break, they pretty much can't do anything on the Ambipom, and I'm pretty much going to take this thing out during during the opportunity to not use anything. Pretty much. So yeah. So next one comes in is Slacking number 1, and it's going to have a Choice Band Fling Slacking, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh great. Don't tell me the entire team has just Slacking with Fling. So I went for a Poison Jab for the lulz, and as soon as I saw the Fling, I kind of just laughed almost. So as like just point right here, I was like, you know what? They pretty much gonna try to give myself a Fling KO, but I knew this point right now, they're just not gonna do as much to my Nightmare. And as soon as I took out this Slacking number 2, I knew they were just in trouble, and this is where the point I was like laughing at this point, because I knew this was just a joke. So I went for a Poison Jab again, and as soon as I went for a Gunk Shot, they actually didn't even halfway took me out, because I actually had a Citrus Berry, and it's gonna go down. And as soon as I lost the second battle, the second Slacking fainted, they immediately rage quitted. And I would have said this one out right off the bat. This would have been a Darkrai sweep here with a salty rage quit, because I could have clearly taken this battle here with a Drain Punch spam. I know this is not a favorable, but I'm just going to say it right here. This is, my friends, a Slacking rage quit moment with a Darkrai sweep. And I hope you enjoy this one. Now let's go ahead and jump into the next battle here. And this is kind of similar, because you can probably tell what's going to happen right here. So we got against a full team of Morsel with a Basket Legion. So I hope you enjoy this one. Now this one is going to go for the Tidy Up. It's a competitive Morsel here, which should get banned with its population spam. Which, by the way, I just don't get why they haven't the creator haven't remove the move, or at least downgrade it so it just hits like 5 times or stuff. Like, with Population Bomb with King Shark, it's just a complete spam. So it's not actually really a mon, it's just a complete joke. So they pretty much took it a little bit too far, basically. So now I'm gonna go for the mean look on this crow, or this Mossel, and it's gonna go for the population spam. And all I can do is pretty much watch my crow go down, and bye bye Murkrow. But that's fine, because now I have the opportunity to now swap into the shadows, and I was gonna go for the ice punch, I'm pretty sure. But as soon as they went for a, but then soon I saw the beat up. Yeah, that is not gonna happen, and I gotta go down. But then I thought, well, obviously now that because they're poison, not poison, but since they're obviously population bombed, or not bombed. Which one is it, Luke? I can't even say which one it is. I was meant to say is since they're obviously on disabled on the beat up, I could swipe it, maybe swap into my Nightmare and predict the population bomb using a Terra Ghost. But I actually knew the first one's gonna be a population bomb just to see if they're gonna do it or not. So I swapped did the opportunity to me to use a Terra Ghost and see if I can actually bait them in to use population bomb again, and then go for the Drain Punch to take it out. Now they're gonna go swipe the Budget Legion, and it's gonna have a choice man, and I pretty much took it out. And now that as soon as they're gonna go for another beat up, I knew that they're gonna pretty much have only one opportunity, and that is just to flinch KO me. And I pretty much went down and took it out with a nice little knockoff, and that goes down. And this is where the point I was like, okay, this must be a rage quit some point right here. But yet nothing happened. So I still was pay attention with the strategies. I mean, this is clearly just a copy team. Like there's nothing really interesting. Just a complete just one morsel, then just copy on this showdown, and then pretty much make this like a team. Like literally, you're just wasting your time. You're just boring everyone. Literally, like you're pretty much boring the viewers right now. And currently, as right now, I'm making this video. So please grow up and never ever do this again. Anyway, so that's gonna be gonna go almost down from the beat up, and as soon as I went for recover, which yes, recover, Sableye, not the favorable, but you can't do anything right, can you? Sometimes you have to do what you gotta do. Anyways, so I went for the Thunder Wave, and then I'm gonna go for the Leer and pretty much go for the Fury Swipe and see if I can get a nice little Fury Swipe KO. So it didn't do as much on the first two, which I was like, oh, I mean, it's nice. At least I can go for another one. Maybe I can go for like a high roll of 5, or maybe I can get a crit. So I managed to get I managed to actually get 5 hits in a row, which is like amazing. But the most not an amazing one is them paralyzing. So I actually hit this one twice in a row. I was like, oh my gosh, I actually can get finally my Sableye a bit of a KO in here. So I managed to take out a Mossel with the Fury Swipe Sableye, and the next one is going to be another Mossel. So they're pretty much going to have only beat up King's Rock, so I can pretty much safely say this battle is pretty much done, because with only Population Bomb only as their main move, with 2 Ghost type and 1 Dark type, I can say really this is like something they just can't really handle. Like only they can do is tidy up me and then try to population spam or beat up me on the one timing where they get the most flinches. So I'm gonna go for another one, and I don't know where the screen's coming up here. I don't know why. Just ignore it. But the imagine I get a flinch on this turn, and I just want to go for another Fury Swipe at this turn, because well, you might as well get as much content as possible, because that's what I do. So I'm pretty much gonna go for that one, and now the opponent is gonna obviously. I think they're going to just keep using beat up, so I'm just going to go for the Fury Swipe again and try to get like a nice little flinch going on. But since Sableye is not the fastest thing in the world, I can definitely tell this is going to go down. So I managed to get myself flinched, sadly. But yeah, sadly Mr. Stall King is going to go down from another beat up after the Fury Swipe fail. So, which is fine. I mean, that's not the greatest anyways. I mean, it's not a problem. I'm not upset about me getting down from the beat up, but trying to grow up some other type of sets. But anyways, the next one comes in the Helldog, and I'm gonna go for the beat up myself and give them a beat up of myself, or beat up myself. That makes no sense actually. You know, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so that's gonna go down, and the next one comes in is another Mossel, which is gonna go for a tidy up. And I thought like, oh come on, not this set again. Like literally, dude, you're boring everyone. This is not fun anymore. So like, at this point, I mean, like, I'm already okay with them take me out with a population bomb, but the only problem with them is that they don't have any other mons except for them, so beat up is going to only hit once. So I'm satisfied to say this battle is going to be a GG, and I'm going to get myself beat up one time, and I'm going to go for the body slam, trying to get it like a paralyze, and yeah, they're going to go for another beat up, and I'm going to go for the, I think I went for another body slam, and I was going to finish it up with a Shadow Force, and as soon as they obviously going to get themselves one more beat up, which tells me that's not going to happen, and I went for a Shadow Force, and yeah, another beat up is going to fail, and this is pretty much GG. Actually, you thought it was going to be a Rage Quit here? Actually, no. There weren't any. That's the sad part, because I thought it was going to be a Rage Quit right around here, but no, this actually turned out to be a nice battle here. Kind of close there, which I could have actually tell that this battle could have ended differently if I just got didn't get that paralyzed. You can definitely see why. And let's jump into the final battle, and let's see how this battle is going to end up differently. So this is where the point I was actually not really going for something specially. I was just doing a random battle and trying to get like a fourth battle here. And yeah, we've got ourselves a Glimora lead here against my Houndoom. So this is where I thought this could be a Houndoom strategy I was going to try use with the beat up, which is, this is a King's Rock beat up Houndstone or Hell Dog, or the Houndoom, which is clearly a Hell Dog or one of those Hell Dogs things. I don't know where really those lores about the creatures that are dogs. I don't know. I don't care really much of that. But anyways, so they're gonna go for the Stealth Rock and Spike combination, and all I can do is pretty much beat up them. Sounds really still weird to say that as a move, which really, Nintendo? You seriously make that such a... Anyways, the next one comes in is Zermeril, and I kind of wanted to go for the Terra Grass in case they're going to go for the Aqua Jet. So I knew this one's going to kind of happen, and they're going to go for the Liquidation, and I actually managed to live the one because of the Terra Grass. And now I can go for another Beat Up or another Trailblaze, and this I'm going to go for the Trailblaze because obviously people already run huge power on the Zermeril anyways, so I kind of just expect that one to be easy peasy to annoying. And the next one comes in is Volcarona, and I decided to go for another beat up just to go for the King's Rock attempt and see if I can take it out. And now they're gonna go for the Quiver Dance, and I thought this might be one of those speed ties or something. Maybe I could get outsped, but they're gonna go for they're actually gonna go down for the beat up, and that is gonna be another KO for me. And I managed to take a free Pokemon so far, and so far it's going well, but the next one is not going to be an easy task since I'm going to versus myself a Tyranitar, since those things can definitely shut down sweepers a little bit off them. A little bit. But now they're going to go for the Foul Play, and Sand is going to go down, and sadly that's going to be the end of the Houndoom sweep. Which I am definitely going to say right here, if that's probably the only one battle, I'm going to go for a sweep, so let's just say that way. That's some sort of W. So anyways, I'm gonna go for the Ice Punch on the Tyranitar in case it's gonna go for in case it's gonna swap into Garchomp, because well, there are chances they're gonna swap into it, and I'm pretty much gonna go for the swap into the Murkrow, and I'm gonna go for the strategy using Mud Slap, Mean Look, and then Spike combination, because that's the only way I can actually win this one. So yeah, so I went for a Mean Look, and turns out it was a fail because I actually forgot that Dark types are immune to priority type moves. So essentially, I just gave them a free turn, and now they're gonna go for the annoying Dragon Dance Tyranitar, which is like they never have anything fun. So yeah, so pretty much the opponent's gonna go for a nice punch here, and that's gonna wreck my Evolite Murkrow, and bye bye that one. So that goes down, and next one comes in is in the Shadows. And I decided to go for the Foul Play, trying to get like a KO and stuff like that. And I actually managed to outspit them, surprisingly. Must have been a max health set. And they're going to miss from the Ice Punch. Lucky accuracy miss. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And yeah, so that's going to sadly going to not it's not going to land me with their Foul Play, because I'm going to go for my Foul Play and actually take out the Tyranitar. I'll give you more info at the end of this battle. And yeah, that goes down. So that's going to be that. And the next one's going to come in is Annihilate. So I was kind of wondering, like, could this be a Raging Fist set, or what could this be? Who knows? And it's going to go for the Shadow Claw, and that is way more than enough to take out the Gengar, because Gengar's defense is not, let's say, it's, let's just say it's going to be kind of like pebbles that you're just sweeping around. So Not that most amazing. Anyways, it's gonna go swap into the it's actually gonna go for the annoying little U-turn and just kind of just want to swap into the annoying Garchomp, and sadly that's gonna be it's gonna be taken down from an Earthquake Life Orb Garchomp. So sadly, Sableye didn't get to use anything last turn, but pretty nice performance at least to try at least do something there. But yeah, so I went for the Shadow Force, kind of want to see do as much damage against this Garchomp, and they're gonna swap into Annihilate, which is a little bit strange. Like, why would you risk your chance of an Annihilate and manage to get a crit as well? So I think that crit actually mattered in this battle, but who knows? Maybe it's a 50-50. Who knows? I don't really bother. So anyways, I'm going to go for another Shadow Force, do as much damage possible, and they're going to finish me off with a Dragon Claw and bye-bye Mr. Devil, and it's also going to take me out with this crit. Now, this is where the point I was like, well, I could take a 50-50 guess, or should I just like play it safe? Since this is where the point I could rely on the lucky moment here, but also could take this one as a risky moment there, and I decided like I could go for knockoff, but I decided I wanted to go for the Drain Punch, play it safe, and it actually turned out to be a double KO from not only from the Earthquake Life Orb Garchomp, which not only took me out, it also took them out itself. So technically this battle was a draw, but I would say right here, people, the reason why I went for a Drain Punch is because I wasn't sure that knockoff is going to be enough to take it out, so I decided I wanted to play it safe. In the case if I did live, the Life Orb would have taken itself, it would have taken the Garchomp down, and it would have ended this battle with a GG for me. So let's jump into the explanation of this team, and let me tell you how or what was I running for each one set. So I'm just going to quickly find the actual team first, since it was a little bit annoying to handle, but I think this is where, yeah, this is right here. So yeah, let's go ahead and explain this one. So this one, the first one is the Darkrai set. Now this was a max attack, max speed with Adamant Nature for this one, with 4 for the HP. We got, actually this one is a mixed one, since the first two battles we had a Citrus Berry set. The other two ones was a Lumberry set, in case there's any status condition mons wants to just appear and annoy me as much as possible. So this one is a sweeping Darkrai with a Terra Ghost one, because clearly it looks like a ghost type anyways. So we also have Swords Dance, Drain Punch, Knockoff, and Poison Jab. So we have Drain Punch for healing ourselves back to most of our health, as well as encountering any of those surprising Steel Dark types as well. Well, in case we're facing like a Bishop or something, who knows. Do we also Knockoff for Psychic types and Ghost type as well. And also do have Poison Jab for Fairy type use and some of the other coverage. And that's pretty much that. The next one is Stalking, which the only reason I use this at Sableye is because I just wanted to make it like a funny pun. And I actually meant to have this one on Adamant Nature, but again, must have forgot. So it doesn't matter really, but this one is a King's Rock Stalking set, which I was going to make this technically could have been a prankster. Actually, hold on. Why was this one actually fail then? If this was a Stalking set, how come... Oh no, that's because that was the Murkrow. Never mind, forget it. So that was the case. So we just have Stalking. Actually, this one's weird enough because this Pokemon's moves last among the user the same gender as priority moves. So it's not the greatest, but it's something at least. So we have a Leer, Fury Swipe, Recover, and the Thunder Wave set with King's Rock as the item. And other than that, that's pretty much that, since that I don't think I can say anything better than that. The next one is my shiny Gengar. You could definitely tell from the battle. This one's a Choice Band set with max attack, max speed, Adamant Nature, 4 for the HP, Choice Band Cuz Body with Terra Normal for Giga Impact. As well, we have Foul Play, Ice Punch, and Shadow Claw for just about mix of moves, and that's pretty much that. Also, don't know why this keeps popping up, just annoying. Just trying to ignore it. And that's that. Next one is Crows, or the Crow as well, which you often see Crows often in the battles, often annoy you, just flying around on the trees and ready to scare the kids. Not sure why I say that creepily, just try, you know, I know, I'm a crow, you know, I'm just a crow. That's what I meant. Anyway, so this one was a Evolite set with a max health. I'm sorry, max defense with 224 for the health and 32 for speed. The reason why is because I was going to try to run something a little bit more between it, like a little bit of speed and somewhere around a little bit more bulk. The reason why I also run more of a defensive set, not because it's a different, it's a, you know, it has to be, but it's just kind of my team is a little bit more, well, has some kind of a problem with their defense sets. So running at least something between the defense bulk, something defensively, you might as well have something like obviously like a ball nature set. So I decided running that one as a ball nature instead of like a, you know, careful nature or something like that. So we have pretty much mean look the opponent, and with them, which, oh, actually, we already told us the set actually, so we don't really have to talk about it. So I actually said this one already. So yeah, I'm just gonna say this. Just move on. So I don't know what's going on in the back, but I'm just gonna just assume that was nothing. Anyway, so this one is, the next one is the Giratina one, which was the Gria's Orb one, which is a signature item anyways. Much more run. We have a max attack and max speed with Jolly Nature, 4 for the HP. We got an Earthquake, Ancient Power, Shadow Force, and Body Slam set. So you pretty much go for an Ancient Power in case you get an Ancient Power boost. Then go for Earthquake for coverage, Body Slam for the lulls, and Shadow Force for the biggest, strongest attack for this one anyways, because you just sometimes want to go for a Shadow Force often, and because I don't really often use Shadow Force anyways, it's the first time I ever got to use one in this battle. So that's pretty much that, and the last one in my team is my Houndoom set, which was a King's Rock set, again, but this one is a differently, so this one's actually a pretty good one. So this one's the max attack, max speed, adamant nature with this one, with 4 for the HP. We got Howl, Beta, Thunderfang, and Trailblaze as the move set. We also have Terra Grass for this one, for baiting something like just something like an ice, or just like a fire type or something like that, just in case, like, let's say you're versing like a Kyogre first of all, that you pretty much use Terra Grass, but then realize that, oh wait, they're gonna go ahead and use a grass type move. Let's swap into something like a fire type, because now they're a grass, I can use this my Charizard and go for a flamethrower, and that should take it out. But turns out this was a flash fire set, which technically would have make my fire types move stronger, but that's just a part of the bait of the strategy. So you pretty much use Terra Grass to turn yourself into a grass type, and then bait any of those fire type moves that comes in. As long as you don't fight any grass or poison types, you should be good to go. Or a bug, maybe. But anyways, that's pretty much that strategy. So I don't think there's anything besides that. This is like pretty much the best thing I could do based around this little horror Halloween team. Now, I'm going to share with you one of these sets that are a little bit differently, that I actually could use on this team, but I never got to use this one in this battle, and that is Gore Guys. Now, I could say this one, would be the set I would run in this battle, just to give it a little bit of funsies. Now, the Gore Guys I could have used, that could have even gone through the battle, because Scarlet might have included Phantom or not Phantom, a Pumpkaboo. So that means I couldn't really use Gore Guys in this team, and you know, it's just kind of had to kick her out for a bit. So this one was a Trick or Treat, Phantom Force, Roleplay, and Pain Split set with Lychee Berry as the one, and this is pretty much just a little bit of something just for the lull set. So you pretty much Trick or Treat them, turn them into a Ghost type, then Phantom Force to go for a little bit of a Peekaboo movement, and then just do as much damage with Lychee Berry in case you just get that in case you get that hit. But then again, you have to get that Trick or Treat and Phantom Force at the same time. Now, I also have roleplay for the jokes, because it's actually just because, well, it's kind of the same as trick-or-treating, like putting like a costume. So just role-playing them is just kind of just the base around the word. And Pain Split for, well, just to heal yourself up in case you want to use, in case you want to get your more health. Other than that, that's pretty much it for this theme team. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will give you more teams and sweeps and stuff probably some other time, and that's gonna be probably differently in some other times. I don't actually know when I'll be making a theme team or sweep, probably for a while. I do actually have one more Pokemon sweep before we're gonna end this weekend, and I don't think I have anything other than that plans. I actually had plans to do some. Actually, I was going to play some other gamings, but that got delayed sadly. So I'm sadly gonna have to just say that there's a rip for me and move on to that one. So yeah, we're gonna move on to now some other content after this one. And actually, we have to do one more thing, and that is to finish one team or one sweep that I know it wants preparing. All right, see you guys then, and as always, stay lucky out there.